warm welcome on Saturday afternoon. It is the 18th of February, and this is Peter Sandrovich with you. Thanks very much for making a date with me on this afternoon to preview Sunday's racing. I've got two horses for you. Two horses. I'm just going back with that. Two horses. And one of them's running at Punchestown over in Ireland, which should be a real big price. And I'm very much sweet on that horse, stepping up to 3 miles for the first time. And I've got to say a big word for Binks. Did you love that, Binks? What a great run, wasn't it? 33 to 1 each way. I did tell you about I got a job horse lined up for you this afternoon, and it didn't let you down, did it? Ran an absolute blinder, got beat half a length each way at 33 to 1. But another huge winning day already with an each way landed like that, 8 to 1 profit for your money. And job done. These big job horses that I get from Ireland rarely fail, and over a period of time, over the year, they absolutely milk the bookies dry. I've had horses 33 to 1 Neffin Beg, 25 to 1, 20 to 1 Carbon King, I tipped you 20 to 1, backed into 9 to 4. That was just a few weeks ago, and Neffin King won at 33 to 1. But I've had untold amount of big price winners, and that one just there, Binks, nearly at the jackpot for us. But another real big winning bet on a horse with no form whatsoever. JD, job done. There's still two horses to run tonight. I'll go backward again. There's still two horses to run tonight at Newcastle, and both of them are very, very fancied, obviously. But I'll tell you what, I've got two cracking bets tomorrow. One of them is at Punchestown, and I'll tell you that one in a moment or two. It should be a big one, as I say, stepping up to the 3 miles. But there's another horse running tomorrow, a mare, and she runs at Newbury. And I'm all over her, I really am. And I can't see her out the frame, and I can see her winning. I won't have her out the frame tomorrow. I think she's got an amazing chance. She's stepping up in trip. And I think everything pinpoints her to win. She ticks all the boxes, and she's got factor 10 written all over. All the facts, fact, trip, ground, going, form, everything. All got ticks all down the line. And I think she's got an absolutely amazing chance. Well, the bonus bet today came third each way at 6 to 1. For the Cheltenham boys and girls who joined the consortium. Horse called Revels Hill ran really well, coming third each way, no harm done, a little bit of profit each way at 6 to 1. But, and this is a big but, I want you to listen very carefully to me now. Now keep this to yourself. Listen to me, and listen to me good. I've got a horse running tomorrow that I'm going to give free as a concession bonus bet for anyone in the Cheltenham Package. If you're in the Cheltenham Package, I'm going to give it you free. If you're not in the Cheltenham Package, you need to be in the Cheltenham Package, right? Because it's the biggest bet of the jump season, not just jumps this year from January and February, which I've tipped an untold amount of winners. I've tipped Sheriff Garrett, which won at 14 to 1. That was another huge winner on the jumps. I've tipped a horse called Lord Snooty, which won at 16 to 1 over the jumps, another big jumping winner. I've tipped an absolute armful of winners. I really have on the jumps this year. It's been absolutely fantastic. And of course, on Wednesday, I gave you 8 to 1 Poet's Pride on the All Weather over there in Dundalk. On the Thursday at Newbury this week, I'll give you 9 to 1 Bunduran, 4-horse race, won 9 to 1. And yesterday, what did I do for you down the seaside at Sand at Southall? One bet, one winner. And what price? 10 to 1. 10 to 1. Horse absolutely obliterated the field like I told it would for the Tony Carroll organisation. One bet, one winner. 10 to 1. Another job done. 8 to 1, 9 to 1, 10 to 1. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 2 1. The old Ted Rogers. The Ace King Queen. 9 10 Jack on the bounce. Job done. Now, tomorrow is a big day. But tonight's your chance to get on board the Cheltenham Festival with me. I'm going to give you these two free bets in one moment. One of them is at Punchestown over in Ireland on a horse stepping up, I say, in trip, and's got a great chance at a big price. It never puts me off. Big prices are what it's all about for me, as you well know. But this other horse at Newbury I like a lot as well. So I'm going to give you them free. And I'm also going to give you this other bet free, which is the biggest bet of the year and the biggest bet of the jump season. My jumps information is the business. And as Cheltenham just is on the horizon, there's no better time to hit form than right now. And horses like that, what I've just gave you today, Binks, although it didn't win, 33 to 1, it's impossible to find these horses. But I do find them. I find them over and over again, as you well know. And I am blowing my own trumpet because nobody would have got me that horse. Nobody found it, but I found it. Got beat half a length in the 22 horse race. But the key thing is it's big profits each way at 33 to 1. And that's what I'm doing over and over again, finding big price winners, double digit winners. I'm finding your big winners consistently, far more consistent than you need to show a profit. I strike at 42% on all my bets. 42% win and place, meaning almost half the horses I give you either win or place. Now, if you're hitting horses like 8 to 1, 9 to 1, and 10 to 1 in the last 3 days, and then you hit a 33 to 1, you don't have to be Einstein to work out how much money you can make over a season or over a year and ongoing. It's compounded. And that's what this is all about. Big price winners, horses that nobody else can find, creating big profits. I'm very streaky. So when I hit form, I streak profits, and it bank builds, your profit builds, and it sends your bank balance and your betting bank balance sky high because I'm streaky. And that's a real powerful ingredient to have. It's like, it's like a golfer when they go birdie, 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 unstoppable. And that's what this is. When I hit form, it's streaky, but they're streaking at big winners. Those 3 winners alone, 8, 9, and 10, you pay 800 to 1 in a treble. I'm talking about big profits very quickly, very quickly. And it's a minimum downside because you're backing such big price horses. My December and my January on this channel alone, were extraordinary. The results were absolutely amazing, but not for me, because that's what I do all the time, month in, month out. I hit a certain strike rate, certain percentage, and I do it month after month after month after month. They can't all win because the big prizes, but they don't have to all win because what I'm doing, I'm beating the mathematics at it. I'm beating percentages. So you're beating the bookmakers at their own game by picking big price winners. When you only have to strike at a certain percentage, you're striking well above that margin, the margin for profit, and that's what it's there. Even if you dip a bit, it's still there, the margin for profit. I just want to tell you that it's very important that this isn't random and it's not haphazard. What I'm showing you is huge price winners, huge price each way bets, and some losers, obviously. But overall, it's about the end result of money in your banks and your betting banks. And that is what I'm trying to show you over a period of time. I'm going to be introducing something to you soon as well about a private club I've got going that I've had it for a little while. I'll talk to you another time about that because this isn't the right time. We're talking Cheltenham at the moment. Let's get through Cheltenham, but then we can talk about bank building and we can talk about making some serious bucks over the next 9 months or so. But what I want you to do is to get on board this Cheltenham because I had 22 winners last year from 28 races. Massive prices, 16 to 1, 12 to 1, all sorts of fancy prices. But 22 payouts from 28 races. Says it all, doesn't it? I've also got some anti-post bets which are coming up at Cheltenham as well. Not ready quite yet. They'll be released very soon. When I'm ready, they'll be ready. It's as simple as that. You can't just fire them at will. You've got to have the right prices, the right time, the right entries in the race. Everything has to be right. And when it's right, we'll go in. One man and Jack and all, as they say, or Jill. But essentially, I've got the biggest bet of the season running tomorrow, and I'm going to give it you free of charge. I could charge a tenner for it, I could charge 20 for it, and people would clamber on it, obviously. But I'm not going to. I'm going to give it to everyone who's joined the Cheltenham service, and that includes you. If you've not joined yet, if you join it, you'll still get it, and that'll be sent to you by email along with your welcoming pack. If you have already joined, you'll get it sent out to you on an email as well. So if you want that, you go to petersracingtips.com. That's petersracingtips.com. And you're up and running, ready to go. So I just had a bit of a pop-up come there asking me about this virus thing, Norton antivirus. No idea. I just said no, thank you. No, thank you. So anyway, this is cheap as chips. You want to go to the auction? No, of course you don't want to go to the auction. I'm giving you the auction. I'm knocking off 50% already. There's no need to go to the auction. It's cheap as chips. And I've got Well, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Let's just put it like that. I've got what you need, winners. There's no doubt about that. I'm totally established at number one at what I do. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. They can say what they want. It's facts. I've tipped more winners on YouTube than anyone breathing, and big ones at that. And it's happening again, isn't it? Streak, 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 banging them in from all angles. So if you want to get on board this biggest bet of the year, or the biggest bet of the jump season through my jumps people and Cheltenham round the corner, you know, here's your chance. petersracingtips.com, and just click the button at the top, the tab. It says, I think it's over there actually, this is back to front. It says Cheltenham 2023 anyway. That's all you need to do. Once you've done that, just read it all down there, scroll it down, and it's a lovely website. It's all built specifically to show you what I'm doing and what it's all about, and the quotes I've had, and established I am. I've had 30 years in the business. Well, I've had 50 years in the business actually, but 30 years in the tipping business. And there we go. So if you're not on yet, get on. Over half price, and all you've got to do is do what's in your heart. Think what's in your heart. Don't think about your mind all the time. Think about your heart. If your heart says, I trust this guy, do it. And if your heart says don't, well, you shouldn't be listening to me now. All right? I'm here to help you. Purely that. And the only way I can do that is to get you winners. And if you want the winners, well, you're getting them for free now. If you want some more winners, remember my Cheltenham Bets are not on here. I'm not going to give them money. I'm not going to do that. I'm helping people who help me and help my family, and I will help you back. All right. But what I do is give you the highest quality advice at the lowest possible prices. I'm not tipping you upside down. I'm giving you unbelievable value, and I'm going to help you as much as I can through 50 years of experience. You can't do much more than that, can you? There's nobody got 50 years of experience in this industry. I have, but nobody else has. I am the foremost at the tipping, but also understanding the betting and the percentages and the odds. Per fact. It's not even open to question. Fact. And that's the way it is. Right, let's talk business. I've got two bets to tell you about. One's over at the meeting at Punchestown. I'm a bit in the dark here, not about the horses, but where I'm sitting, the lights. I'm in a 16th century farmhouse cottage, and it's a Rip Van Winkle job. You got to put the candles on. I might have to do that. I think I'll have the candles around me tomorrow, and that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. Let's talk business. Right. You've got the strongest bet of the season waiting for you on petersracingtips.com. Click Cheltenham. However, there are two bets tomorrow I want to give you on here free. Now, the first one runs at Newbury. I'm going to give you that now. And it's on a mare. If it was trained by anyone else, would be half the odds. I still think it'll win, no matter who trained it. But the trainer is Grace Harris and the jockey is Connor Ring. Now, I think this horse has got an outstanding chance. I'm going to tell you the name in a minute. She's only had 6 runners this year, Grace Harris. One of them won. She's all right. She does a lot with a little, and I always respect that in trainers. My Girl Katie, it's called. It's number 4 on your board in the 3:35 at Newbury. My Girl Katie. Well, I think Katie will win tomorrow. I certainly think she'll be in the 3. She's had 3 proverbial runs to get her handicap. She ran in December, January, and February. She went off at 25 to 1, 22 to 1, and bullseye 50 to 1. She won't be that price tomorrow. She's penciled in at Tom Mick 6 to 1. I think really she should be about a 5 to 2 poke, and I think she's going to set the world a beating. She's a lovely mare. She's ready to win. She's been built for this, no question about that. She's been primed for the handicap first time up. She's got a really, really lenient mark of 105. I think she should be more like 119. I think she's a stone in hand of the handicap. And there we go. Number 4, My Girl Katie. One of the reasons I like her so much is the fact she's going up in trip for this handicap debut. Grace Harris has done a great job here. She's got her handicap perfect. She's done it lovely. 20th of December, 6th of January, 1st of February. Nice bit of gap between each race. And now she's popping her up to 3 miles, which, the handicapper can't control this, can he? He's got no chance. 45,000 it costs as a 5-year-old. It's a decent type and could be absolutely thrown in here. Number 4, My Girl Katie. Don't miss her. I think she's a great bet, and I think she's a cracking price. She's double the price of what she should be, I think that's great value anyway to have a horse like that, which is double the price. It's all about mathematics. And I think she'll take the world of eating. I'm sure she will. And I wish her the best of luck with her, because she is a really nice mare running in a very ordinary affair. And I'll be disappointed if she doesn't pop up with the gold medal in the winner's enclosure. Okay. Now, the other horse I've got for you right now runs at Punchestown. Now, you know what you've had today. You've had a beautiful 33 to 1 each way horse. It did run an absolute blinder, didn't it? It really did. And, no one thought it had a chance in hell. But I did. Binks. It got beat by half a length in a 20, I think it was 22 runners, but 3 were pulled out, 19 runner affair, 33 to 1. My Irish information is nobody, and I'll say that with a capital N, nobody tips more big price winners in Ireland than me. It's impossible. No chance. And that was just another case today. But so near, but it's still a massive payout, and job done, as they say. So I'm going to give you this final bet now. It runs at Punchestown, as I say. The horse is number 17 on your card. It's called West is Awake. West is Awake. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, other than that the horse is stepping right up in trip. The first time it goes up to 3 miles, and that's exactly what this horse wants. It's finally got what it needs, a distance and stepping up in trip. And I think number 17, it's a 17 runner handicap, and number 17, West is Awake in the 3:45 at Punchestown, could well pop up and land the prize. Number 17 there. West is Awake. So you've got West is Awake each way, a big prize. The price is not known yet, but it should be a big prize. And then you've got, don't forget that, whatever you do, My Girl Katie. She's got a wonderful chance in that 3:35 at Newbury. But the biggest one of the lot, the Coconut Shy, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, is running at Musselburgh tomorrow. And that is for the eyes and ears and noses of the Cheltenham Consortium. If you're in it, you get it. If you're not in it, get in it. It's as simple as that. It's cheap as chips. We're not going to the auction.